What is up, guys? How are you lovely people? So today is going to be a very exciting video because I'm going to be trying a couple of things that I bought during the holidays or that were given to me during the holidays. Hopefully it turns out good. I'm going to try out to do a little bit of a Valentine's makeup look, and then I'm going to incorporate like a little bit of a haul into the video. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a 2-in-1 or I'm just going to do separate videos for each, but I guess we're going to figure that out. So guys, I have some very exciting news. The first thing that I want to share with you all is that I reached 100 subscribers! How crazy is that? 100 people that have subscribed to my channel to keep watching the videos that I am going to be uploading in the future. That is mind-blowing. 100 people! Oh my gosh. Another thing that I wanted to say, thank you so much to the people that have watched my Get Ready With Me for Work at Victoria's Secret. This is the most popular video in my channel, and I wanted to say that never in a million years would I have figured that it would have gotten this much love. It is currently at 11,800 views. What? And it has 101 thumbs up, 13 thumbs down, but I mean, it's not because I don't like the video, it must be because I don't like Victoria's Secret, of course. But yes guys, I am just gonna stop rambling. I just want to give a huge thank you to all the people that have stuck around watching my endless videos where there's like bad lighting, or there's too much lighting, or I'm talking too low or too fast or too slow and too high. Like, I'm just all over the place because this is something that I would have never thought that I was gonna do, and I'm doing it now because it is honestly so much fun just sitting here talking to a camera that's gonna be viewed by God knows how many people. And there's so many people now doing YouTube, and it's crazy, and everybody's like, well, YouTube is, they're all doing it now because of the money. Honestly, I don't get paid for any of the stuff that I do, and I still do it because honestly, it's what I like to do. And I'm gonna keep on doing it until I just stop liking it. So that's it guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. My hair's a mess, but who cares? Because today we're gonna have fun. So let's get started with the video. So guys, the very first item that I'm going to use on my face is my trusty Estee Lauder moisturizer. I have been using this since I ever started YouTube, since I even started makeup in general. It is insane how much of this moisturizer I've been using for this, like, for all these years, and it's honestly because it is so amazing. Moisturizer is not only going to help moisturize your face, but it's going to help build like a barrier from your skin and the makeup that you apply on your skin. Always when applying anything to your face, make sure it is going outward and up. The second item that I'm going to be using is my Estee Lauder Illuminating Perfecting Primer. I love this primer because when you apply anything over this primer, it's going to leave that area seriously illuminating, okay? The only places that I am going to apply this little bit of primer is on my cheeks, my forehead, and whatever is left just on my chin. For this one, I'm going in circular motions, and then for my forehead, just distributing it anywhere. Everything else is gonna be first timing. Really? Hello?
Your business has been pre-approved.
You know what I'm gonna do about my business? See, I get all these numbers that I have no idea who the hell these people are. It's just like companies calling me. So I am just going to do this. I'm going to do this. Yes, I wanna block it. I learned to do that fairly recently, and it's the best thing ever. I never have to hear about those losers again. One more little thing that I'm going to be using on my face is this little primer from the Benefit collection. It is the Professional. I have fairly large pores on my nose, and a little bit like right here, so that's where I'm applying the professional. Okay, the very first item that I'm going to be using that I recently bought at Sephora is this. I know, right? This is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I have heard so many things about this. The first thing that caught my eye with this, weightless full coverage. It sold me. It sold me and it bought me. It says to shake well before use. So the thing that I love about this, and I just noticed, it has a pump and it has that you can remove this. Yeah, I'm just gonna get it on my finger, applying it here, 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 and here, and a little bit on my nose. Definitely it is manageable and it's workable, meaning that once I applied it on my face, it didn't instantly dry and I was able to blend it out quickly. It feels really weightless. It really does. It feels like I'm wearing no foundation, and that's crazy. It really feels like I'm wearing nothing, and it almost feels like a powder instead of like a foundation, because sometimes it depends on the foundation and the company. They feel kind of heavy, and then when you run like your hands through it, it feels like kind of cakey, which this one, it's absolutely the opposite. So amazing. One word to describe this: worth it. That's 2 words. So 2 words to describe this: worth it. Like you guys know, my favorite concealer of all time is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light. So it's not a new product, but it is what I'm going to be using under my eyelids. So like I was saying, I am applying a generous amount on this because I do want to do that heavy sort of look today. I'm really feeling that. I haven't done that in a while. I'm really dragging that outward and just making it like really thin as I go outward. With whatever is left on the sponge, I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting, because why the hell not? So I'm applying this on my chin and then a little bit on my forehead. So the next product that I am going to be using is translucent powder. There is a very big trend going on right now with what is called baking your face. What it is you do exactly what I did. So you put just like your regular foundation and concealer, and then instead of just waiting for that to set, in the process of it like soaking into your skin, you add a ton of translucent powder so that your makeup absorbs that, and it gives you like an even more luminous effect to your face. So I'm gonna do that today. So I just grabbed a whole bunch with my beauty blender and I'm just gonna pat that on. Now that we're here, I'm just gonna go full on out and I'm just going to contour my face. So, applying this right here to add that sharp definition when I'm going to add my bronzer. You don't want to bring that too in, you know, just ever so slightly. Remember, because sometimes with makeup, less is more. I am sorry if the lighting keeps on changing. It's because I'm filming with natural lighting. It's already 4 in the afternoon and the sun is going down, so I'm so sorry that the lighting isn't at its best. So grabbing a shitload, oops, grabbing a load of translucent powder And then with the same brush that I'm going to be using later on to bronze up my face, I'm just going to clean this line up right here. Try to use 1 or 2 strokes, not too much. So really quickly, what I am going to do off camera is just my eyebrows. I do have an updated eyebrow routine, which is up here in the suggested bar. It should be up there already. So just click that if you want to see how I do my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. So I did do my eyebrows. The only thing that I didn't do was just conceal under them. You know, it was a very quick process, these eyebrows. So what I am going to be doing now is just removing all this excess powder because it's soaking in a little bit too much for my liking. And I'm just going to be doing this with a big fluffy brush. This one is the Full Flawless Face by Bare Minerals. I'm going to be grabbing the same primer. It's the Estee Lauder Perfecting Illuminating one. Grabbing a little bit in my finger. And just sharing that little bit on both eyelids. One of the very first palettes that I'm going to be using is one that I bought recently at Sephora. And I have heard so many things about this one too. So I'm very excited to use this one. I have played around with it a tiny little bit, but I've just been fooling around and haven't done like a full face makeup. So it's this one. It is the Kat Von D Shade Plus Light eyeshadow palette. And let the angels sing. What a beauty. So the very first eyeshadow that pops into mind, just to grab a little bit of light on the eyes, is this one up here, which is called Ludwin. This one. I'm going to be grabbing it with my flat brush. I'm going to be getting a transition shade in my crease, and I'm going to be using this brown one right here, which is called Latinus. So what I'm doing now is just letting that palette there sit for a little bit, and I am going to be grabbing this palette. It is the Vice 6 from Urban Decay. Look at this holographic palette. Such a beauty. The camera honestly does not do these colors justice. All of these, let me get you a little bit more in. All of these are glittery. Not all of them. There are 5 matte, and then the rest is all shimmer. So that comes in ideally for this look. First thing that you think about when it comes to Valentine's is something big and red. I don't have red in this palette, but I'm going to use pink. Grabbing this color, which is called Fastball. So since it's Valentine's Day soon, I'm gonna go again with another color. This one is just to add a little bit of pop, because we need a little bit of pop on these eyelids. I'm gonna use a little bit of a fuchsia color. I feel just a tiny little bit, daring. And I'm going back and forth with this with my fingertip. I feel this look needs a little bit something extra, something a little bit more, you know, feisty with it. So what I'm gonna be doing, this color. I'm gonna be getting now the color Shacks, which is black. But you can't forget a little bling. You can't. So grabbing my trusty Nude Tude palette, grabbing the color Sassy. which is a glittery white, which is my favorite out of this palette. I use it so much. This is going right in the inner corner. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the hot pink with the blending brush on my lower eyelid. Grabbing a little bit of liquid eyeliner. It's a very thin tip. I'm just gonna wing it, literally. Okay, so what I did off camera, because it's like totally like unnecessary and we all know how to do it, is just I fixed the liner a little bit and I brought it into here. I applied some black eyeliner and some mascara. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but my best friend Demi, she's the one that gifted me this palette for this Christmas that just passed. So she was the one that gifted me this palette Christmas 2015. Thank you, Demi. Thank you so much. Thank you. 3 last things that I'm gonna finish off the video with. It is this. This is called the Real Cheeky Party. So cute. And what it has is, so it has all of, well, I don't know all, because I don't know if they, it should be all. This is the beautiful palette. And then the other thing that I bought was this. This is the Naked Urban Decay Flush Palette. This is what it has. The bronzer, highlight, and blush. I have tried this out. I love it. What I have not tried out and I've been dying to with a full face of makeup is this. This is the liquid lipstick from the Kat Von D collection, Lolita. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard Lolita because it is all over the internet. So let's get on to it. Beautiful. This is honestly such a gorgeous little palette, and I feel like it fits perfect for the theme of Valentine's Day. So I'm going to be grabbing an angled brush, and I'm going to be grabbing the bronzer, and ever so slightly just on the outer areas, applying this. So I'm going to also apply a little bit of bronzer just on the temples. Then I'm going to be applying with this brush that Demi also got me, the highlight. So apply a little bit more on the tip of my nose. Cupid's bow. I look like a little reindeer. So I'm gonna be using the color Coralista from this palette with this brush. Now the very last product that I'm going to be using is Lolita. I want it to be soft, not too harsh. So guys, this is it. This is the final product. I did something a little bit Valentine's Day inspired, like I said before. I did a little bit of the pinks because when you think about Valentine's Day, you think something romantic, which is usually the color pink or red, generally speaking. I wanted a little bit something more sexy to it. That's why I did the liner. That's why I brought in a little bit of the black. To bring in a little bit more of the innocence back into the face, that's why I did do such highlighting onto the face, and to leave it soft and natural, I kept the lips very toned down. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I wasn't sure if I was going to incorporate this mini haul into the video, but I just am, because well, why not? What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through each item that I used in this video and just describe my personal feelings and thoughts over the product. First, runner up, the NARS foundation. I really have to say that I love this foundation. Not only does it match my skin perfectly, but the coverage is phenomenal and the blending is superb. It's super easy to blend out and you can really build it up. The coverage is really buildable and that is very good. The final thing about this foundation, weightless. It truly is weightless. It's absolutely amazing. AA on this, AA, hands down. Now, with the second product, this one. Look at this packaging, guys. This is the Vice 6 from the Urban Decay makeup collection. It is beautiful, and Debbie, thank you so much. I love it. This palette, it's not gonna disappoint you guys. It has a variation of high pigmented glittery eyeshadows that are for any use. What I like about them is that not only are they pigmented, but they are also very blendable and no fallout. As you guys saw, there is no fallout in these. Love this palette, really good. The other thing that I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Shade Plus Light. Now, I only used 3 eyeshadows from this palette, which was this one right here, the light brown, and then the black. All colors in this palette are matte. Now, I felt a little bit iffy. I am a girl that really likes matte shades, but for this one, I was like, should I not? Can you guys see that? It just dented itself by falling 2 feet off the floor. That's a little bit disappointing. Like I was saying, this palette, they're all matte. They're really highly pigmented. Never seen anything more pigmented than this eyeshadow palette. Love it, love it. This one is the Benefit Bronzer and Blushes set. I really have to say that I've never used, well, apart from the little palette that I have, I've never used any blush or bronzer from Benefit apart from Dandelion, so I've only used one. I have to say it's a little bit disappointing because I thought these were going to be a little bit more pigmented. There was definitely a lot of hype on Hoola and stuff. I didn't touch Hoola, so I can't say my behalfs on Hoola, but I did put on Coralista. There was no effect to it on my skin. I put Sugar Bomb, still no effect on my skin. And then the last one that I put was a blush that's called Rock. Still no effect on my skin. There's a little tint of color of rosiness on my cheeks. That's about it. There's no other like color pigmentation on my cheeks. So I'm a slap bit disappointed with this palette. But other than that, you really do good when you paid for. This one was $30 at Sephora. It was like for the holiday season. This one was $30. I did get my money's worth because these are all the blushes and bronzer. It brings a highlight, mascara, and the liner. The liner doesn't work. But I did get my money's worth with this one. But I'm just disappointed in the color payoff because it's not as bright. You know, it's not what I thought. So the next thing that I am going to talk about is the Naked Urban Decay Flushed. Oh my god, this little palette is life, you guys. This palette is so pretty. You know what, just here on camera, now that we're doing this, I'm gonna pick up again the blush, but I'm gonna get it from this one. Let's see. Do you guys see that? That is what I wanted to feel with that Benefit palette, but I didn't get that. So you guys saw that here on camera. 2 swipes of this blush and it's blush. Those, no, not so much. The bronzer is so pretty and it's natural. You don't want a blush that's too bronzy, especially if you're fair skinned, because that's just gonna look blotchy as the day goes on, especially if it's not well blended out. The highlight on this palette is so pretty. I thought I liked What's Up from Benefit. not until I met this. This one is the Native. This one is a Native palette. I think this one was limited edition or they discontinued it. I don't know. I got it on special. These are regularly $30 and I got this for half the price, $15. So the very last item that I am going to be talking about is the Lolita from Kat Von D, the liquid lipstick. I must say, I was really looking for a nude lipstick shade and I wasn't finding it. And you know, this one is pretty. It really is. I applied a little bit because if you apply too much of this, it comes out really opaque and it's too much. So if you want like a softer shade, just apply a little bit in blotches and just blends it out with your fingers. But I must say I really like this one, and I have 2 more of the liquid lipsticks from Kat Von D and 3 of the lipsticks, the regular ones, to die for. I love Kat Von D and I always will. I love her stuff. So guys, that is gonna wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit of a makeup and then a little bit of a mini haul, so you got 2 in 1. So that's probably why the video is so long. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, I want to thank you, 100 subscribers. You mean the world to me. And all of those people that watched the Victoria's Secret Get Ready With Me to Work, the suggested one up here, if you haven't seen it, go watch it now. Thank you guys, that has so many views and I am so blessed, honestly. It's a different feeling, like just uploading videos and knowing that people are watching it and giving you good feedback and like lovely comments and lovely messages. That's the best. Because one thing that I love from anybody, either you're a stranger, family member, or just a dear friend to me, is positivity. I love positivity and I love anything that's happy related and that brings other people happiness and joy. That is what I aim for. And if you enjoy watching these videos of mine, then keep on sharing, keep on liking, and keep on bringing those positive comments, you guys. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Have a happy evening, day, or night. Bye guys. Mwah.